1. For a copy of your police report, press 2. For animal care, press 5. If you need to have this message repeat, press star.
Department, non-emergency line. This call is being recorded. Usted ha llamado al department. Please.
Yes, I'd like to know the process for internal affairs, to making a complaint to internal affairs.
Okay, you need the phone number?
No, I want to know the process. I'm coming in person.
Okay, anything with internal affairs, that's like a separate department, so it'd be through internal affairs, which they have their phone number, and I'm not sure how their process goes for that.
Okay, so are you saying that internal affairs, you can't talk to them in person? They have no location, and it has to be done over the phone?
I'm not 100% sure how their process goes with wanting to make a report. That's what I'm
This is the
saying.
police.
You
I
have
don't
to
know what to
contact
do for the police department. No one at the police department knows what happens with internal affairs?
It's a separate department, so I'm like I said, when you
Well,
call the
just
public
ask
number,
someone
they
else.
might be able to give
Ask
you a
someone else.
location.
So that is located at the police department. So I just wanted to come in. I know that people on my phone are always covering for crimes. I'm trying to prove it. And they always want me to handle business.
Something with internal affairs is different than my department.
But you, as a police officer, you should be instructed and educated with answering the phones. Okay, that's why I'm asking for someone that is. And the feds to do something about this insanity.
Okay, are you wanting a sergeant to give you a call then?
Yes, and then that has more education on internal affairs, the process, so I can do a complaint. I just bought a new phone. Someone stole the phone. I think police were set it up. And then in addition to that, my new phone I could barely use. So they were proving a point and didn't want me to have my phone. And even though I purchased a new phone, I could still barely use it.
Have you contacted internal affairs yet?
No, that's the relevancy. Here's the thing, that everywhere I'm at is covering for crimes. All these years, jurisdiction to jurisdiction, state to state. And then there's emotional abuse and narcissism. It's intended to be punishment for reporting crimes. Low key without getting caught.
Okay, 1 second. If you're having an issue with the police department, it would be through internal affairs because they're the higher ups. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but here's the thing, that everywhere I call for all these years is covering for crimes. Ever since I've been targeted, like 10 plus years, I've been getting terrorized and I've been robbed of my ability to report crimes and get emotionally abused for reporting it. And numerous arrests.
You said, though, you haven't contacted internal affairs, though, so...
Right, but it happens jurisdiction to jurisdiction, state to state, which is federal charges.
Okay, that's why I'm saying...
And then when I call, they're having me talk to con artists, which is more federal charges that are emotionally abusive, low-key, and strategies not to get caught all these years. That it's a low-key punishment.
Am I allowed to speak, or are you just going to keep cutting me off? Can I please?
That's part of the narcissism and gaslighting. Okay. People do it in person too.
I'm not. I'm trying to help you out. I'm saying you're stating you have an issue with the police department that I'm advising. Then you might want to go to the next step up and contact internal affairs, which you're saying you have not done. Which is why I was asking.
So this is part of the psychological abuse and wasting my time. I did initiate this call asking you questions about internal affairs, and it's a form of abuse. They do this at restaurants and numerous other locations.
Okay, that's why I'm giving you a phone number of somebody you can
I didn't. That's not what I'm asking for. You were supposed to have a sergeant call.
Okay.
This is abusive, and if I could sue, I would sue accomplices for emotional abuse and damage that they've done in my life and my family's life, forcing them to aid and abet their crimes, in pain, in tears, in pain and suffering.
That the police officers have done?
Yes, I've seen them guarding places, my family members' locations, enforcing that they be accomplices to crimes, and they have done it in tears.
If the sergeant gives you the internal affairs number, then?
Yeah, that's why I called, initiated this call. Okay. I wanted the sergeant to call me and give me more details because you claim you have no knowledge of internal affairs. And someone needs to put police under control because it endangers my safety.
And I'm not a police officer.
But you won't know how to direct the call if you won't let me speak like all the calls that I make. They are emotionally abusive all these years. And like I said, I'd like to sue for psychological damage by letting the hackers control my phone and with malicious intent. Every call has to be emotionally abusive and condescending and abusive. So yeah, I did initiate this call asking about internal affairs. You claim this is Long Beach Police Department and you have no education on the process for doing a complaint to internal affairs, which I don't know why they wouldn't educate you that on answering the police department's phone line. So you said you'd have a sergeant call me back? She hung up. Are you
I'm
there?
still here. I was just
Oh.
letting you talk because you're saying I'm cutting you off, so I'm letting you.
Oh, okay. Yes, so I get condescending, psychological abuse, narcissistic behavior
Okay.
in
Like
games.
I said, from the beginning, the first thing you said was you're trying to contact Internal Affairs, which I said I can give you the number to them. So they
You said
can
you'd have a
direct you.
sergeant call me. Let's redirect the call to get something accomplished. Minions
Okay,
that I
what
call
location
are.
are you at?
You're gonna have one come?
I'm going to have one call you, but I need to know where you are to send you or to have the correct sergeant call you.
But here's the thing: I call the one police department. So if I
What?
call the police department, I need it.
What was that?
I call the
missed it.
police department. I need it. That is the right location. The one that I call.
Okay. What?
They do this in person. I'm trying to prove it. That it's abuse, emotionally.
Okay.
Everybody has the same personality type.
Okay. What's your name?
So the reason why I called this morning, they're forcing me outside. They stole my phone on purpose, and then they gave me a phone that I can barely use that's hacked. It's a better phone than what I have now, and my older phone is working better than my new phone. And this is not an isolated incident. They do it with all my devices. As many devices as I purchase, they'll hack as many devices as I purchase. Because I have to have a lot of them to compensate all the constant hacking. But this puts my safety at risk. They're hacking so I can't report and upload crimes they're having people commit. And then hacking my phone, having me talk to scammers, so I call all over the country. People are violating my rights and won't help. And then I go in person, all my environments are premeditated, and they're telling me to only make phone calls on the phone, make phone calls. They'll tell me to leave the location and call. Because they know it's prearranged and they know that I'm talking to con artists. So I'll go locations in person and they'll railroad me to leave and make calls, as they've been doing years. And then both devices are highly hacked. Whenever they illegally monitor and see me looking up other locations to flee to, they'll hack even more.